In this particular video, we will look into the structure of dicot root. Now, if we look into the structure of dicot root, there will be three tissue systems which will be present. The first tissue system will be epidermal tissue system. The second tissue system will be ground tissue system, and the third tissue system will be vascular tissue system. Now, these three tissue systems will combine to form the structure of dicot root. So, first let us look into different parts which are present here. Now, the outermost will be epidermis. Epidermis in the case of roots is called as epiblema. So, this epidermis or epiblema will be a part of epidermal tissue system. After this, coming to ground tissue system. Now, ground tissue system is divided into three parts. The first part is the cortex, the second part is pericycle, and the third part is the pith. So, these three parts constitute the ground tissue system. Now, cortex is further divided into three parts, but in the case of roots, hypodermis is absent. So, we can say that cortex will just have general cortex and endodermis, and hypodermis will be absent in the case of roots. Now, apart from this, we can see that vascular bundles are present, and vascular bundles are a part of vascular tissue system, and that is how three tissue systems will form the structure of this dicot root. Now, coming into these structures one by one, the outermost structure is obviously the epidermis, and the diagram what we are discussing here is transverse section of sunflower root. So, in the case of roots, root epidermis will be called as epiblema. This epiblema is the outermost layer. In this diagram, we can see this pink colored structure which is shown, the cells. This is the epidermis or epiblema. Now, in the case of roots, cuticle will be absent as well as stomata will be absent. So, both are not present in the case of root. Now, this epiblema or the epidermis will have epidermal appendages, and epidermal appendages in the case of roots are the root hairs which perform the function of absorption of water and minerals. So, we can see here that epiblema gives rise to these root hairs. Root hairs are obviously unicellular in structure. Now, below this epidermis, there will be ground tissue which will be present. Hypodermis will be absent over here. So, directly we can say general cortex or cortical layers will be present. Now, this cortex will continue up to this endodermis. So, below the endodermis, we will call all the structures as stele. So, till endodermis, this all structure will be a part of, we can say, the cortex. Now, in the case of this general cortex, it has parenchyma cells. So, this general cortex is made of parenchyma cells. These parenchyma cells are thin walled as well as these have intercellular spaces present. Now, after these layers of parenchymatous general cortex, then comes a single layered structure, and this single layered structure is called as endodermis. We can say that endodermis is the innermost layer of the cortex. Now, this endodermis has cells which are barrel shaped, and there are no intercellular spaces present in the case of endodermis. In the case of endodermis, both tangential as well as radial walls will have deposition of a substance called as suberin. Now, this suberin is water impermeable as well as waxy material, and that is why we say that Casparian strips will be present in the case of this endodermis.